Wido.
Welcome! Come on in!
Thanks. Guess I'm the first customer today.
Yes, thanks for stopping in all the time. How would you like it today? Cut or just shampoo? Today's another busy day, and my staff are hard at work greeting the customers. I've run this place for about 12 or 13 years now. I got a great staff and a lot of loyal customers. All was going great. Until today.
Hey, boss. Good morning.
Oh, hey, Minami. Good morning. You're here pretty early today.
Yeah, well, I got an early morning reservation today. She's a real good customer, so I thought I would get here a little early and prepare.
Always thinking about your customers. That's great, Minami. Right then.
Ah!
Minami, be careful! I felt excruciating pain run through me, but thankfully, I lost consciousness. Darkness overwhelmed me, and I found myself wandering through my past. My name is Kento Kawamura. I'm a hairstylist. I first wanted to become a hairstylist when I was a freshman in high school. My hair has always been frizzy, and when it grew out a little, it started to look like an afro. I would start to look like some middle-aged woman. Ever since the girls in elementary school started making fun of me, I've had a complex about it. So ever since then, I've kept my hair super short. But once in high school, the only people with super short hair were members of the baseball team or other such sports. Most guys sported stylish haircuts. But there's no way I'd be able to get hair like that. It's just a pipe dream. Then one day, a friend told me about this hairstylist place near the train station. The guy running the place apparently won several awards at hairstyling contests, and he was supposed to be very talented. I'd only been to barbershops, so I thought I'd give this place a try and make reservations. On the day of my reservation, I nervously made my way to the shop. Mr. Masuda, the owner of the place, greeted me with a smile. "This is the first time you're visiting us, is that right? I guess this is the first time coming to a hairstylist, huh?" "Yes, that's right." "I know you must be nervous then. Just relax, and we'll take good care of you. Is there a certain style that you were looking for?" Yeah, well, I just want a cool haircut, is all." "What have I gotten myself into?" "You got it, man. I'll make you the coolest looking guy in school." "Okay, how's that?" Holy smokes. Is this really me? Are you satisfied? I sure am. I didn't think I could change so much. Yeah, well, you look ultra cool. Mr. Masuda was able to wash away all that dissatisfaction I had for years with just his talent for cutting hair. I was awestruck. I'm gonna be a hairstylist like Mr. Masuda and bring joy to people's lives. As soon as I graduated from high school, I entered a beautician school and got a license and became a hairstylist. I went directly to Mr. Masuda's place and pleaded with him to hire me as a hairstylist. I was rejected outright at first, but I kept coming back and insisting that he hire me, and eventually... Well, you seem pretty persistent, kid. You may just make it in this business. But I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I'm a pretty strict boss. Just know that beforehand. Got it, kid? You bet! And so, my life began as a hairstylist. As an apprentice, I washed and dyed customers' hair, swept up the place, and after work, Mr. Masuda would hone my hairstyling skills. He was unrelenting in his pursuit of perfection. It was only after 1 year of hard work that Mr. Masuda finally allowed me to cut a customer's hair. And then, right as the shop was closing up for the day, a customer stood at the entrance of the shop. I'm very sorry, we're closed for the day. Please come back tomorrow." I stopped mid-sentence as I saw this person. There was a little girl standing there, small and gaunt looking. Hello? Can I help you, miss?"
I only have this. I only have this coin, but...
All
she had was about $5.
Would you be able to give me a haircut with this?
$5, huh? That's not quite enough. Are your folks with you?
No, my mom's gone. She died. I was going to go and meet my dad, but I wanted to look pretty for him. Are you sure $5 isn't enough? Can you do a little, maybe?
I see. Okay. Hold on a sec, would you? I asked Mr. Masuda what I should do. Well, we can worry about the reason later, but we can't just shoo a customer away. So Kento, do a good job for her. Are you sure, Mr. Masuda? You're a professional hairstylist now. Can you put a smile on a sad girl? You're a professional hairstylist now. Can you put a smile on a sad girl's face? It all depends on if you've got the skill. Go for it, man. Thanks, Mr. Masuda. I'll do my best. Any itchy spots?
No, but it sure feels good. I could fall asleep.
You would look great with a shortcut. What do you say? I may have to cut quite a bit. You okay with that?
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay, here you go. What do you think?
Wow! Is this really me? This is awesome! Thanks so much for making me look so beautiful!
I'm so glad you like it. What a beautiful cut. You look beautiful. What's your name, little girl?
It's Asami. Asami Kato.
Asami, huh? Pleased to meet you. We have some sandwiches ready. Want some?
Thank you! Oh, but are you sure? Actually, I'm pretty hungry.
Sure, no problem. I'll bring it out. While she enjoyed the sandwiches, she told us a little about herself. We were horrified by what we heard. Several years ago, her mother and father divorced, and soon after, she remarried. But after some time, her stepfather did a complete about-face. Apparently, he was an obsessive gambler, forcing her mother to work day and night to make ends meet. She worked so hard that one day at work, she collapsed. And she never recovered. And now this stepfather of hers completely abandoned her and hardly ever comes home. Are you serious? That's unforgivable.
But my mom, she gave me my real dad's address. She told me to go visit him if anything happened to her.
So is that where you're going now?
Yep. Now that you made me so beautiful, I suppose he won't turn me away now, right?
I bet he can't wait to meet you.
You think? I hope so.
I don't doubt it one bit. She said she was going to go find her father with a map and piece of paper with the address her mother gave her. That's all she had to rely on. But it was way too far a distance to walk, and besides, it was getting dark. So Mr. Masuda and I discussed the situation and decided to let her stay in the lounge of the shop overnight. Fortunately, I was off the next day, so I decided to accompany her to her father's place in the morning. The next day, we hopped on the train and finally found the address we were looking for. Excuse me, is this Shin Harada's residence? My name is Kento Kawamura. I'm here with your daughter, Asami. Huh? Really? Asami? Just a second. Where have you been? I wanted to see you so badly!
Me too, Dad! I couldn't wait to see you, Dad!
After the emotional encounter, Asami started to explain all of what ensued. Mr. Harada was listening intently to her explanation, nodding and comforting her as she breathlessly explained her predicament. Just watching Asami and her father's emotional reunion made me tear up. After that encounter, Mr. Harada contacted me regularly and informed me of Asami's situation. It seems he was finally able to get legal custody of her, and everything seemed like it was going great. Asami herself would stop at the shop every now and then and give me the latest on her life with her dad. Great to see her back on her feet again. Seems she finally got over her mom's passing. After a while, I got news that Mr. Harada was going to be working overseas, and that he and Asami would be moving away.
I'm off, Kenta-san. Thank you for everything. See you again.
Goodbye, Asami. Take care of yourself. That was a good deed you did for her, Kento. Great job, my man. Yeah, right. Makes me want to try harder to help people. Yeah, well, you're gonna surpass me one of these days. That's right, Mr. Masuda. I look up to you, and someday, I'm gonna be right up there with you. Looking forward to the challenge, Kento. 10 years passed since that day. I continued working under Mr. Masuda's tutelage, and my skill as a stylist improved considerably. I was finally able to save enough to start my own business. Mr. Masuda said he started this shop when he was 30, so that was my goal too. Mr. Masuda was all for my standing on my own, and I had his full support. Eventually, I was able to open my new shop. Welcome! The entire staff treated all the customers with courtesy. I think that eventually paid off, and some of my previous customers from my previous shop started coming, and we also started getting many repeat customers. Word of mouth spread, and my customer base gradually increased. I started this line of work to make people happy, but turns out, I was the happiest one of all. I believed this happiness would continue for the foreseeable future, but it was not in the cards for me. And so, 9 years after opening my very own shop, I was involved in that unfortunate accident.
Kenta-san, are you okay? How are you holding up?
Oh, hey Minami. Thanks for always checking on me. Luckily, Minami wasn't hurt in the accident, unlike me. I broke my right hand and my right leg, along with numerous bruises and scratches. I'm now able to move around in a wheelchair, but I'll be in hospital for at least another month. After that, I probably won't recover completely for a year, at the very least. I bet things are pretty hectic at work without me, huh? You really don't have to come by every day.
But, Kenta-san, it was because of me that you got injured.
Come on, Minami. None of this was your fault. Of course I was grateful to Minami for visiting and keeping me company, but I was more concerned that she was blaming herself for what happened. I need to get better real quick. Not only for the shop, but for Minami too. After about 2 months, I was finally released from the hospital. With Minami's help, I was able to get through rehabilitation without much effort. But I was concerned about how the shop was doing. Another salon opened in the neighborhood, and we were losing customers. I was finally able to get back to work after about 6 months. Once a customer leaves, it's difficult to get them back. Things were not looking great at the moment. I was paid compensation by the insurance company to tide things over, but that was reaching its limit. Don't know how much longer I can keep the place open. It was about this time that a customer came to the shop.
Hello? Are you open?
Yes, of course. Please, come in.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, sorry. I'm not sure.
It's me, Asami. Don't you remember me?
Huh? Excuse me? Did you say Asami? You're... that little girl? That Asami?
I'm so glad you remember me. I know, I'm an old lady with a kid now.
Before stopping at my place, she checked out Mr. Masuda's place, and heard I opened my own place. Wish she would have called me in advance.
I came here today to ask you to cut my daughter Yui's hair. Could you do that? I've been cutting her hair all this time, but she recently asked to go to a beauty salon to get a proper cut, so here I am.
I see.
And so I remembered when you cut my hair 20 years ago. I told her all about that time. How I came to you with that rag top of a hairstyle and completely transformed me. And so Yui here insisted that she wanted you to cut her hair.
Yeah, and you said it was because of him that you became happy, and I want to be happy too.
I'm so honored you felt that way. Okay, Yui, how'd you like your hair done?
Yes, and his shampoo too. Mom told me how that shampoo was so nice, and that it was the happiest day of her life.
Okay, you got it, Yui. I completely forgotten about the dire situation the shop was in. After about an hour... Okay, Yui, all done. What do you think?
Wow, awesome! Is this really me? Thanks so much, Kenta-san!
That's exactly what Asami said when I cut her hair long ago. Feels good to hear it again. As I said goodbye to both Asami and Yui, I felt a sense of exhilaration come over me. This is the career I chose. This is what I love. I have to make it work. I knew I couldn't give up now. I started to print up some ads and work to get some online PR moving. But something occurred as I was preparing to launch my promotional campaign.
This is weird. Hey, Kenta-san, we seem to be getting a lot of new clients.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Even before I launched my new PR campaign, we started to get one customer after another. What's going on here? Is this a gift from heaven or something? One of the staff members heard the reason for the increase from one of the customers. Apparently, Asami's daughter Yui-chan won a speech contest at her local school. The title of the speech was The Little Beauty Parlor That Brought Happiness. It was a story of how a little girl in need was helped by this young hairstylist. The story of how her mother met me. This contest was broadcast on local TV, and many viewers were delighted with the story, and it spread like wildfire on social media, and my shop became famous. Not only that, the clients that came here praised the service and skill of the staff, which brought even more fame and popularity. Welcome!
Please, come in.
This is great.
Isn't this awesome, Kenta-san?
Yeah, it sure is. From that day on, Asami would bring Yui to the shop several times a month to get their hair done. We were able to continue because of you and Yui. Thank you so much.
No need to thank me. Yui and your staff are great hairstylists, that's why.
That's right! Oh yeah, I want to be Kenta-san's bride someday. Can I, Mom?
Wait a sec.
If I could be your bride, I could be cute every day, right?
So you want me to take care of you, is that it?
Yes, that would be awesome!
I'm so grateful you feel that way, Yui, but...
That's right, Yui. You know Kenta-san has many women that want to be his bride.
Huh? Seriously? Do you already have a bride?
Yeah, well, still on hold to be honest. But the 10-year anniversary of this shop's coming up, so I figure I'll announce our marriage then. Truth be told, my soon-to-be bride Minami, our staff member and the girl who cared for me all during my hospital stay. It was her who stayed by my side all during my ordeal, helping me with my rehabilitation and keeping the shop running. I felt like I needed to make her happy and repay her for her love and kindness.
Oh, really? Oh well, just as long as you're happy, I'm good to go.
Thanks for your blessing, Yui-chan. It means a lot to me.
Yes, you better be happy. You chose Miname-san and not my daughter Yui.
That's right!
I realized again that it wasn't me giving others happiness. It was me who was the recipient of it. With that warm thought, I look forward to a heartwarming future.